Amy Shannon here, also known as the RockNerd, and today I'm going to share my unveiling of this bunch of rocks and minerals and fossils that I ordered online. And to be honest, when you can find them online, especially if you are unable to find certain rocks in your area. It's not like you can just go out. I can't go outside and start poking around into my landlord's gardens and pull out these rocks that they use for gravel. And some of those, those have an origin as well, and a purpose and things like that. But I actually will buy rocks, some raw, which means they haven't been polished or anything, and some rough, they're in their natural format, and some polished because I think that adds a little shine, and it's something that I don't have to do myself. But I have learned, because I used to homeschool my twins, William and Lewis. I used to homeschool them, and we did a lot of STEM projects, excuse me. And you should know STEM. If you see that, then that means that it's also something that is educational, and it can be used, anybody can use it. Just because it could be, oh yeah, you're a kid, or you're learning something. If you're an adult and you want to learn more about something, just do it. Do your research, try to find stuff out. Now, I recently purchased this National Geographic Rock, Mineral, and Fossil Activity Kit. And of course it says, it's for STEM. So, and it says ages 8+. So that's good, because I am definitely over 8 years old. And so this is one of the things that I bought, and the reason why I buy things, because it's not like I can go to Utah or California or whatever, or where these things may have been found. So, and I buy National Geographic products. I buy other products as well. I'm not sponsored by National Geographic. This is just something I found when I was doing the homeschooling, that the National Geographic STEM products were perfect for teaching and learning. I learned a lot of stuff, and it gives you different specimens. There's also there's other rock companies. They will give you certain polished rocks or gems or things like that, and you can buy them on Amazon. You can buy them on other stores if they have them, and I buy them because, like I said, I like to hold things in my hand. I like to look at them and examine them. And after I took this geology course that I ordered the DVD for. Now I do streaming on it. That makes me look at rocks in a different way. So it kind of got up my excitement again for these. And they're not just art projects. They're ways to kind of learn, because there are rocks that are over 40 billion years. So you never know. So in this box, we've got the ultimate fossil rock, mineral, and fossil guide. And what I like is that it talks about, it gives you all the information about the books, about the specimens that are in the box. So I'll set that aside. Then it has one of these great rock, mineral, and fossil identification sheets. And when I get these things, these are what I keep and I can also compare things later on and see what I have, and it tells you exactly what things are, what they look like. And one thing I did find too is that when examining something very closely, like examining a rock very closely, you can see its different layers. Some of these are fossils, but you know, like the tiger's eye here, if you look at it really closely, you can see, and it just shows you little lines or whatever, and it's a photograph, so it's not always easy to see when you put it in your hand. One of the things that I use is, I bought this on Amazon. It's a magnifying glass, and what I like about it, especially for someone with bad eyesight, is that it also has 3 different settings for lighting. So using this up close, this is just it's a little heavy, but it works, and I like that it has the lights, and sometimes you don't need to use the light depending on the lighting in your room. But it works wonders for seeing things up close that you might not be able to see with your eyes alone. It gives you a little bag, magnifying glass, which basically I just chucked because I have a better one. And then we have, which I think we'll open this one first. We have a bag here with different specimens. And yes, for me it's very exciting. Look at this. It is so amazing. These are in their raw form, and sometimes, you know, you get they're a little powdery, but that's just like the feel. You get these fossils. Here's a clam. Beautiful, glittery fossils. And they are pretty interesting because this one, it looks like it's a snail shell. And here is a raw green one. This is pumice, and it's very lightweight. And yes, it's like the stuff that people exfoliate with, you know, hands, feet, or whatever's dry. I will not use this to do any of that. So this is the interesting part. Excuse me. So these are called the desert rose, and they are just beautiful fossils. And some, actually, this kind of looks and feels like iron, and it could be. It's kind of like, it's called coprolite, and it actually does feel like, you know, it's got a little heft to it, and it's got a great texture. You will learn along the way of the videos that I am really big on things that have texture. It's a lot of people that has their sensories, like touching, and how they like explore things that make them comfortable. You know, it for me, it's about touch. You know, when I see rocks, no matter where they are, especially in a museum where you can't touch them, you can just look at them, and I just really want to reach out and touch them. This one also comes with this package here, and these are geodes. Now, you can use a hammer to you know, break it apart, and if you do that, it'll probably break into many pieces. I have a rotary tool that will cut it in half. If you want to see what a geode looks like on the inside. I mean, it's kind of like, oh, this is just an ugly rock. And it's not. It's it shows that things are not always what they seem. Just because something isn't or is plain or unattractive on the outside doesn't mean that on the inside there's not something beautiful. And I think people are like geodes. They judge people on the outside, but they don't always see the beauty of a person on the inside. Not all people are beautiful on the inside, but let's hope that most of us are. Then we have these great polished rocks. And they are just beautiful. And then there's another bag that comes with it. It's a variety of more rocks, and they're all polished, and you can use them. What I will do I will add them to my collection, and I will separate them based on their color and their texture. And then I don't label them, I just kind of, I might display them, I might just put them in, I have a little box of adjustable squares like you would do for a tackle box or an activity case, and I put my rocks in there. Yeah, well, this one is sealed, so I gotta look for the tape on this. Now, if they're in here, a container like this, it means they are extra fragile. So I'm going to be very careful and just show you. Now, these are shark teeth, and this is just beautiful and amazing. And you know, they have it polished on one side and its natural form on the other side. It has different colors, and these are very fragile, so I will keep them in this until I am ready to do my rock sorting. And I put everything where it's supposed to be. I read all about it, and I learn a lot, and I like to learn. I like the, you know, these are rocks that I would never be able to have in a million years if I couldn't buy them. And I can look at them differently now and see them for more than just their beauty, what they do and what they accomplish, because it's actually really amazing when you think about that. Some of these rocks, they form underground, and they could be part of magma. It's, you know, liquid. You know, it's lava once it explodes out of a volcano, but underground it's liquid magma. And some things rise up over thousands and thousands of years, and a rock could have been formed below, and with erosion, climate change, the shifting of the Earth's crust, volcanoes, earthquakes, waterways, the Earth itself, it rotates, but the ground, you know, on top of it, where we are, it depends on how fragile it could be, how dangerous it could be, and nature and the way it works and the geology, because the mountains are not the same as they were a billion years ago. The continents, and I know it's a big, you know, it's always been a controversy that the continents were once together, and then slowly they separated. Florida was once part of South America, and when they connected, Florida latched on to North America, and then when they separated, it stayed. And because Florida has its geological areas are nothing like the rest of North America. They have the geological matchings of what was in South America. And there are things in South America, because it was once attached to Africa, of they're finding petrified wood and different varieties of rock and minerals that are indigenous to Africa but found in South America. So the earth, the geological earth as a whole, it's basically, it's a marvel, and you could be holding, you could pick up a rock, and that rock could have been 1,000,000 years old, and I'm sure it looks good for its age. But rocks change depending on, erosions and water, and what water can do, what ice can do, things like that. So that is why I find that they're so interesting, and every rock has a story to tell. And by, buying these rocks, looking at different places, reading books on it, sharing information, that is what I really want to do. I want to be able to share my information, things that I find my passion, even if it's just being a rock nerd. So I will see you again next Saturday. And don't forget, if you like this video or others on my YouTube channel, please click subscribe. Be well.
Hi, this is Amy Shannon, the Rock Nerd. And if you enjoyed the video that you just saw, you can leave a comment, and also be sure to click subscribe on the YouTube channel. And if you click that little bell, it looks like a little bell, you can get notifications every time that videos will drop. And also, if you go to my website, rocknerdamy.com, you can subscribe there, and you will get some of my blog posts, and anytime there's an update, I'll be posting my videos also on my website, also other information and images and more information about geology, rocks, minerals, gems, you name it, I'm going to talk about it or provide you with information about it. Now, I don't think I'm the only one in the world who likes rocks. So remember, geology rocks. So terrible. Anyway, it does. Hashtag geology rocks. Hashtag rock nerd. See you next week.